So this copywriting challenge is aimed at gingering you. It's aimed at pushing you to start what you said you want to start tomorrow. And there's a price to it. Every year, this price increases. Last time it was a certain amount. This time, it's a certain amount. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, depending. Now, all you need to do is you just need to put your copywriting into work, into practice. You understand? Everything you've learned in copywriting, you need to put it into work. Now, I know that to an extent, I've done justice to teach you a little bit about copywriting and with your own research and the
Hello,
tools
good
I've
evening,
been sharing to
everyone.
you. You can also go a bit further to learn this thing called copywriting, to write
Sorry. Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I'm very, very sorry for the delay. So forgive me, guys. I'm so sorry for the delay. Welcome to the copywriting masterclass with Boss Uzi. The copywriting challenge with Boss Uzi. I'm so sorry. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to day two. It's going to be an amazing day two. Please, if you're ready for day two, I want you to just type "I am ready" in the comment section. I want to deeply apologize for the delay, 1 or 2 minutes delay. Welcome, everyone. If you can hear me loud and clear, please, I want you to also type "I can hear you loud and clear." Today's class is going to be a roller coaster. It's one of the most important class when it comes to copywriting. I was just listening to some of my past recordings on copywriting, and I was like, oh man, many people. I think the best of Boss Uzi is always refined every day because I listened to a recording of me talking about copywriting when I was teaching back in 2022, and the kind of the kind of realness I used to speak to those students then. I'm so glad that many of them have gone ahead to like do great things for themselves. You know, I get a lot of testimonies every day about what my copywriting class has done, and one thing I'll just say is just God. It's just God. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. The people that got value in 2022, 2023, this is your own time to also get value. Welcome. So now let's get straight into today's class. Many of you are ready. So I want to welcome Kainde. Kainde, thank you so much for joining. Okpeyemi, Onyeka, Taiwo, Promise, um, Nkechi, and every other person that is live today. How has your day been? I trust your day has been fine. I trust everything has been going well with you. Yes, how has your day been? Hope it has been awesome. All right, I think some people are not yet because I've not sent the reminder. But let me. I'm going to send the reminder, but not now. I don't. Even if we have just 3 or 4 gathered, we don't need much people. This copywriting is a free training, and I don't even want many people would take it likely. Everybody will take since it's a free training, I don't need to attend it. I prefer to go on TikTok, and it's fine. So let us get straight into it. But if you have any friend that you love, you have any family that you love, that you feel that person is supposed to be here today, you can invite them. Very, very important. Just put it on your WhatsApp status. Hello, guys. If you're interested in learning copywriting, then Boss Uzi is about to like drop the bomb. Yes, welcome again. So yesterday we talked about copywriting. Yesterday we talked about very, very interesting things about copywriting. That was the introduction. And I told you what copywriting is. I gave you a glimpse about what copywriting is. I told you that copywriting is the act of crafting emotionally compelling marketing messages that that persuades an ideal audience to take a buying decision. Yeah. So that was what I told you about copywriting. And I told you about we used an example of Amina and Chidima. We also used the example of Emeka and Yinka, whereby Amina was selling the same bone straight hair with what Chidima. And Amina's marketing message was, if you want to look stunning when you walk into any room, if you want to look stunning when you walk into any room, then this bone straight is for you. You know, come and buy it right now, free delivery XYZ. Then Yinka's own marketing message. What was Yinka and Emeka selling yesterday? If you were here yesterday, what was Yinka and Emeka selling yesterday? So let me know in the comment section. I've forgotten what I used. What were they even selling? Yinka and Emeka. So let me see whether we have people that are very, very are following. So what was Yinka and nevertheless, whatever they were selling, today is day two. So let's just get straight into it. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now so that we just hit the nail on the head. But before I share my screen, there's one or two things I would like to say. Now, the reason why you're going to pass, the reason why you're going to see some content online and you're going to pass it is not because those contents were not good. It's not because those contents were not good. It's just that sometimes those contents are not strong enough to hook you. They are not strong enough to what hook you. So when it comes to this online space, if you want to sell your goods or your services, you need to be what heavily you need to when the Bible says put on your whole armor. When you want to fight the enemy, when it comes to selling or when it comes to attraction, you have to put on your whole armor. You have to put on your whole armor. That means, what are you bringing? You need to bring in intelligence to the table, bring in things that when somebody is seeing your content, nobody can scroll because of how compelling it is. Because of how what compelling it is. So right now in copywriting, what is our armor going to look like? In copywriting, what is our armor going to look like? And let me even tell you a quick story before we just get straight into it. Yesterday, and even today, I was scrolling on the internet with my phone, and in less than 1 minute, I passed over 20 content. But there was one that just made me stop. And I paused and asked myself, why did I stop for this one? And that was when I realized that when it comes to attention, just like I've been teaching, when it comes to attention is not luck. Attention is what strategy. There's someone right now, you're posting online every day, you're dropping badass content, you're giving value, but nobody is listening to you. It is not because they are not, talented. It's not because you are not talented, but it's because you don't know how to grab attention. And tonight, I'm going to show you you know, how to avoid being invisible. When I came to this online space newly, I thought that talent of me having the best copywriting skill was going to make me stand out, especially when I started creating content. But I was wrong. The people that are making the most money online are not the best writers. They are just the ones who understand how to stop people, not just in any type in 1 minute, but in 3 seconds. And that is why our topic for today is what the 3 seconds rule. Because every day, millions of posts go on the internet, yet less than 5% get real attention. And it is not because those contents are bad, but because they don't hook the audience. So today I'm going to be showing you how to hook your audience and get them interested in what you are selling. So let me share my screen so that you guys can see my screen. Now, this is my screen. This is day two class. Please, if you can see my screen, just type in the comment section, I can see your screen. Just type in the comment section, I can see your screen. If you can see my screen, just type in the comment section, I can see your screen. Yes. So just give me 30 seconds. Let me just send in the follow up. Let me remind the people that are here, because before people start saying I missed the class. So let me remind my students. Let me also remind my inner circle, my community, so that everyone can partake in this class. Still, if you have somebody that is supposed to join, kindly join. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay. So All right. They took the 3 seconds word, the 3 seconds rule. So anybody that finally joins, that person is going to be lucky. I have tried. So do not disturb. Thank you so much, guys. So the 3 seconds rule, let's go straight into it. Now, businesses that have weak marketing message, they're going to suffer. Hello, is my network? Can you guys hear me? Somebody said my network is bad. Can you hear me? Somebody said my network. Let me check. Let me check. All right, I think my network is okay. Maybe it was that time I stopped talking. Maybe you guys thought my network. Okay, so as businesses with weak marketing message, they are going to suffer because AI is becoming the order of the day. And businesses that will sound robotic without any form of emotional connection, they will also suffer sales drought because the essence of any business is to what make sales. So how can you stand out? Well, when it comes to copywriting, how you can use copywriting to stand out, especially as a copywriter who is writing for clients, who is writing for businesses. One of the ways you can use copywriting to stand out is by just making sure your headlines are very, very compelling enough. Studies have shown that content with compelling, headlines, they always get significantly more attention than the regular word content. For example, somebody will come online and say something like how to lose weight fast. But how to lose weight fast is a very, very, is a very, very general kind of headline. When you say something like lose 10 kg in 30 days without starving yourself, here is exactly how to do that. It's more direct, it's more intelligent, it's more direct and sensible. Now, number two, when you say something like ways to make money online, it's also a very vague statement to make because there are many ways to what make money online. But when you say something like when you become more direct, like 7 ways to make money online, even if you are a complete beginner, it's what becomes more what direct. At least the person that is what's listening will just know that at least I'm going to be getting 7 ways to make money online. 7 ways to make money online. You can even use something like 7 ways to make money online even as a student, even as a 9 to 5 worker. You can just add those things there, even as a what student, even as a 9 to 5 worker, XYZ. Now, you can also use something like another kind of headline to use is, when you see something like this, you should save. Why you should save money? Why you should save money is not really really compelling. It's just like informing somebody. But if you want to be more direct, if you want to be more curiosity driven, you can use something like if you're not saving money this way, you are losing thousands monthly. Now, many of you will say, Boss Uzi, this is good, but what is the framework for writing compelling headlines? And that is exactly why I'm here. Doing all these things yourself is kind of confusing. Like you may be wondering when I have a copy, which kind of headline will I use? So I'm going to show you now. If for many people that don't understand the reason, the goal of headline, let me show you the goal of headlines with some of my students. My students' copies. Let me show you the goal of a headline. So, okay, owned by anyone. Okay, owned by me. So let me show you some headlines. Okay, let me show you this one. Okay. I just want to show you some example of what headlines and what headlines actually would look like so that you can have an idea. Mm, okay, let me show you let me just go to one of my students' work owned by anyone to learn digital skills. So let me open, okay, sleep. Now, this is exactly what headline is. Now, this is a copy written by my students. Still awake at 2 a.m. Discover the secret towards deep sleep tonight. Now, this person is probably writing for a what? A sleeping product. A product that helps, a product that helps. Hello guys, is this still cracking? Is this still cracking? Is this still cracking? Somebody said you can't see my screen. Somebody said you can't see my screen. Okay, if you cannot see my screen clearly, all you just need to do is, if you cannot see my screen, all you just need to do is to what? Change your words. Just increase the resolution. Increase the resolution. Yeah. So this person was writing for a what? A sleeping product. And this is exactly what the headline is. Now, still awake at 2 a.m. Still awake by what? 2 a.m. That means, this is for people that are what? Struggling with what? Sleep. So now let's go home. Let me show you another one, another kind of headline from one of my students again. Now, this is first copy of Majesty. This is one of my students, and this was the first copy he wrote. So let's see his kind of headline. All right, you can see, sit at home, mom, stop struggling financially, in 6 figures. So, like he said, he's my words. He said this is his first copy. You understand? So you can also see this one, Diva Cake and Surprise. So you can see something like this. So you can see something like this. Have you ever ordered a cake and when it arrived, it looked nothing like what you imagined? You understand? So all those things is just what, this is what a headline is. Or city mock sales copy, smart city sales copy. Now you can see this headline: how to control your entire home with your phone without lifting a finger. This person is writing for a smartphone business, for a smart house business. So you can also see this one, corporate. Let's open this person's copy, Hydra Mind. You can also see this one. This one has double headlines. You can see something like tired of forgetting to drink water and feeling drained all day. Stay hydrated and energized effortlessly with this smart bottle water. Now, these are my students. These are my personal students that I was putting up this. Please, guys, people, is it cracking? Is my voice still cracking? People are saying it's cracking in the comment section. Is my voice still cracking? All right, somebody said no. So these are my students, and these are the kind of things they do. So if you want to learn how to what, if you want to learn how to write, if you want to learn how to write, I think if you want to learn how to write compelling copies like this, then this class is for you. Now, there are different frameworks when it comes to what writing copies. There are different frameworks when it comes to writing headline. And today I'm going to be sharing 3 frameworks with you. Number 1, the how-to framework. Many of you saw how some of my students started their copy with how-to. But many of us don't know. If I give you a work now, work to do, a job to do, when you say how-to, what follows next? It's not about just writing how-to because you heard that how-to is a beginner framework. When you say how-to, what follows next? Now, if a client give you, if a client's paying you like $500, $1,000 to write their copy for them, if there is one place you should focus on your energy on to give the best results, the best place you can focus on is the headline. So let's start with the headline first. How-to headline. What follows after the how-to? How-to words. You can use this framework by saying how to achieve desired results without painful obstacle. So you can see the example I use here, how to build a profitable online business without any prior experience. Without any prior experience. How to build a profitable online business without any prior experience. Now, when you talk about, let's also go to another one, the list framework. The list framework is just talking about you using numbers, because when you have numbers in your copy, it makes it very, very easy for words when you have numbers in your copy, it makes it very, very easy for people to what, to anticipate what they should what expect. Like if you're saying something like 7 ways to make money on Instagram, the only thing people already know that this content or this copy I'm listening to right now, it contains what 7 ways. So now let's go over to the formula. You can see the number, then ways to, then get a benefit. You first say the number, then you can either use 7 ways to get the benefit. What is the benefit? Then you can now eliminate doubt or concern. So let's use this as an example. 7 ways to make money on Instagram, even if you have less than 500 words followers. You can see. So it's very, very, I think it's clear. Now let's also go to the curiosity words framework. This curiosity framework is just like you can use you can use this formula anytime you want to use it. It's just like telling you why, like the example is why unexpected claim and what you can learn from it. Why Jeffrey Benson makes over XYZ in one of the financial markets, and what you should learn from it. You understand? Now, the example we use here is why making 1 million naira online is easier than you think, and what most people are doing wrong. Now, many of you should listen because I'm going to be demanding some headlines from you. I'm going to be evaluating some of the headlines you're going to be writing very soon. So I said we should do 3, but let us do extra 2 more. Now, this one is the one I like using the most, this proven blueprint, formula based on the business I do. So you can see this one talks about the adjective blueprint to a desired word result. So adjective is a word used instead of a noun or a pronoun. Adjective can sometimes be used to words, can use to emphasize, it can use to exaggerate, it can be used to what amplify. This girl is so beautiful, or this girl is so drop dead gorgeous, all those things. So we are not in an English class. So when it comes to marketing, one of the headline framework to use is the word proven blueprint. You can see the formula, the adjective blueprint to a desired result. So let's use this in an example. The beginner friendly blueprint to creating your first digital product. You can also say something like the no broke system that shows you exactly how to print 7 figures with TikTok ads. You understand? The no broke is what is an adjective. You can say, you can another one can be, another one can be the smart selling system that teaches you exactly how to sell to 500 clients daily. You understand? The what the intelligent sales call system that closes 100 sales in just all those kind of things. So adjective is just used to what over exaggerate, and it is good in marketing. And when it comes to marketing, you cannot remove over exaggerating from marketing because that is the game. You understand? So even as a copywriter, you should exaggerate, but you should do it realistically. You understand? Because if you're being plain as a copywriter, nobody will almost listen to you, and that is why. But you need to do it in a way that it can portray you as an honest person, and it's even though you're over exaggerating, you are also saying the truth. Now, what am I saying now? Now, look at my phone. This phone is what black. Can you guys see this phone? This phone is what black. But if I want to what market this phone, I am not just going to talk about this phone is black. I want to market this phone. I will not just say this phone is black. I'll say this shiny black you know, crystal clear phone. You know, instead of saying this phone is black, you can just say this shiny black iPhone XYZ. XY. So you're just over exaggerating. You're not going out of context. You're just still being in context. So as a copywriter, it's very, very important for you to learn how to exaggerate. Please, if you have not liked this video, kindly like. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Somebody said, please, sir, you can do something about your audio. All right. I'm not hearing the cracking, but I think I will do something about it. So sorry about. Somebody said it's cracking. Please. Okay, somebody said the cables. Why is it cracking today? All right, we're going to manage it. It's cracking, not clear. All right. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me. All right. Is it still cracking? Is it still cracking? Or is okay now? It was the cable. All right. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I think anytime my chair is up, anytime I put my chair up, it's always all right. Sorry about that. It's sorry about that. All right. Let's continue our class. Let's continue today's class. Okay, let me confirm whether it is the charger as well. So I want you to also confirm. I plugged my charger. Is it still cracking? I plugged my charger. Is it still, you know? All right. So is it the charger? Because I just plugged the charger right now. Oh, it's cracking. Yes. All right. I think it's the charger. So I'm just going to remove my charger so that we're going to work with what we have. So that means I need to finish this class as soon as possible because my laptop is in 39%. All right. So it's the charger. So sorry about that. So let's continue our class. W. Sorry about that. So I think I'll just stop using charger, or maybe the way I put my charger. All right, let's go further. So last one we are going to be using today, last framework we are going to be talking about today is the word result plus time frame framework. So what is this result plus time frame framework? It talks about a big result in a short time minus a big result in a short time, then an elimination of doubts. Like you can say something like get 1,000 subscribers in 30 days, even if you're starting from scratch. You can see. So you guys can also bring out your own, headlines. So I'm not going to go deep into this, but a lot of us will probably be looking, but Susie, how can I, if you give us an assignment now, if a client tells me to write a copyright now, how can if a client give me a work to write right now, how can I write a very, very sharp copy? So I'm going to do that for you. If you cannot use this, framework I gave, this is a formula. There's a difference between formula, and headline starters. So, like now, if I get a headline starter is just like a word. It's just like a word that helps you would start your headline. Headline starters like how to. Headline starters like do you know? Headline starters like discover. Headline starters like the secrets. Headline starters like find out how to XYZ. So all those things can words. They are very, very good words in giving you in making you start your copy faster. So let me open one of my books so that I'm going to show you how to use some headline starters. So I wrote a very short book that talks about headlines. So where is that book? 20. All right, 20 compelling headline starters. So this is the book. All right, so this book just 20 headlines for your copies and contents. These are headline starter book that I wrote. Now the reason what is headline starter? Like one of my mentors said something like, his name is Ted Nicholas, is late right now. He said, a good headline writes the entire copy. So if you know how to have a very good headline starter, it will just help you write a very, very good copy. So now see an example of a headline starter. 5 simple ways to travel to Canada without writing IELTS examination. I want to ask you a question. If you see this content online, what are you going to expect? The only thing you're going to be expecting is just 5 simple ways towards. You're probably not interested in writing IELTS examination. You don't want to stress your head. So when you see this content, it's already telling you what the person is just want to what give you 5 ways. And you that is even writing it, it's very, very easy for you to write because you already know number one, wake up in the morning. Number two, brush your teeth. Number three, go to the Canadian embassy and tell them you don't want to write. It is easy for you. So the stories in between will just be like part of your competence. So now let's go over some headline starters we have here. We have the how-to headline. How to what? How to get benefits and eliminate what doubts. How to achieve 10 steps a day without going to the gym. How to make 7 figures with copywriting, even if you're a total beginner. That is the how to. That is the headline starter. All you should just know when you're using any headline starter is you should what offer a benefit and eliminate doubts. Offer a benefit and eliminate doubt. If you want to add more things, offer a benefit, eliminate doubts, and give a realistic time frame. When a realistic time frame to a specific benefit is being given, you're going to be able to what convert more. You can see something like a realistic time frame is how you can become a freelancer in 30 days or less, even if you have never learned freelancing before. You can see this one. So it's just understand anytime you're writing a headline, there are 2 factors that should just be there. Number one, offer a benefit. Number two, eliminate doubt in your headline. So if you ever write a headline and there is no benefits and there is no benefits and there is no doubt, then you've just written something that is not so worthy of, because a benefit is a desire. When customers click your work, when they click your work, they're just interested in. Please, if you have not liked this video, kindly like this video. If you have not liked it, kindly like it. We have about 25 people watching, so let about 25 people just like the video. Just don't react there. It's not about the reaction. Go out from the comment section, then just like the video. So I can see 5 people now. Let's go 6 people, 7 people. So let me not take the time. So what I'm trying to say is that anytime you're writing any copy, you should always have what a benefit. No matter what you're writing, the headline starter is good. Discover the secret. You're using the word proven blueprint, but you're also adding benefits, and you're also eliminating what doubts. So if you're a beginner, as a beginner like this, if you don't know anything, just understand that headline is a compendium of benefits and elimination of what doubts. And most times, one of the things that gets people interested in your work is when you eliminate that doubts. You understand? Like now, I want to make money online by being a sales strategist. And I saw a program online, how to become, and I saw something like discover this unique way to become a sales strategist without what my biggest fear is, I don't want to spend 3 months in a sales school. So you can see you're already thinking for your customers. I don't want to spend 3 years in a sales school. So you can say something like discover how to become a sales strategist without having to go through a 3 months or 6 months sales school. You understand? Discover how to become a nail tech. Discover how to become a nail tech in 30 days without spending 6 months as an apprentice. You understand? So it is direct. You're already giving. So it is very, very, when somebody learn how to become a nail tech, and they see something, and when I say learn how to be a nail tech, when somebody online is advertising, come and become a nail tech, and your own marketing message is different. Learn how to become a nail tech in 7 days without breaking the bank or without XYZ. Just find out the doubts, the potential doubts in your market. And when you have that doubt, when you have the benefit and doubt, you already have a good headline. And the only thing you just need is what, to add it up with a headline starter. Because headline starters, they will always help you what, get started. They always help you get good headline. You can see this one, secrets. You understand? You can also see, do you know you can make XYZ? Do you know you can make 100K monthly from WhatsApp marketing? Elimination of doubt without spending a cent. So that is it. So there are also a lot, find out framework and all that. So if you want to get that book, it is I have it on seller. I have it on seller. It's a very, very easy book to get. I have it on seller. So you can just go to seller.com/headline books, or you can just click the link in the word description. So you can just see it's 3,500. But for the people in this call, if you want to buy it, I'm going to be giving you a 50% discount. Everybody will get it at a 50% discount if you're interested. Headline starter book. So if you're interested, just click buy now. And instead of paying 3,500, just put the coupon code 50. Just use the coupon code 50. So you say if it's showing 35 here, just click on got a coupon code, click here. So you can click here and just type word 50. And when you type 50, you just apply it and it will change over towards 1,500 naira. The 50 naira is just charge, little charge. So 1,150. 1,500 and what 15 naira. So you're going to get it at a what 50% discount. And when you just want to, you can either purchase through your bank, you can either purchase by what sending via bank transfer, or you just and after you would send the money, it's just going to appear in your email, or it will just show you, it will just give you, it will give you your book immediately, just like the way you got the free one yesterday. So if you want to, learn from me, you want to learn how I write good headlines, you can also get this book. It's going to be very, very good for you. So if you're interested, the link is in the description of this video, and it is also on. I just pinned the post right now, so you can use it. So that is by the way. So right now, I want you guys to give me two headline each. So I want to evaluate two headline each from everybody right now. So remember what we've done. I don't care what your headline starter is. The only thing I'm just interested in looking at is, do you have a very good do you have a good headline starter? Do you have a benefits? Do you have benefits? And does your benefit eliminate doubts? You understand? So let me see your headline. Everybody give me two headline each. But you can start with one, drop the first one, then drop the second one. So let me see one. We have somebody like Tayo Promise. Do you know you can live in Canada by just doing two things? Now, this is not, you can see Taiwo Promise, you can see that this is not a good headline. Do you know why? Because it doesn't what satisfy the law of what benefits and elimination of doubts. So do you know it's a very good headline starter? You can live in Canada. Anybody can live in Canada. Is it a strong benefit by doing two things? You understand? It doesn't really make so much sense. So, you can say something like, discover the secret way to migrate to Canada, by just, migrating to Canada without doing those two things you want to mention, without doing XYZ or XYZ. You understand? So everybody give me two headline framework. Now, there's something I also want to teach you guys before you proceed in giving me headline, but still be writing. Now, let me go over to my practical system. If you want to write a headline, there's something that you should be at the back of your mind. Now, you need to capitalize the first letter of each word if you want to write a very good headline. So if you want to write a headline like this, now let's look at one headline in the comment section. Please, I have tried to buy the book, but I don't know how to do it. I think I just explained it right now. So just take your time. If you really want to buy it, you will understand it. All you just need to do is to click here. This is the link. When you get to the link, just click on buy now. When you click on buy now, then add the coupon code. You're going to see a coupon code here. Click add here. You're going to see a coupon code. You're going to see got a coupon code. You say yes, add it. Then put 15. Put 50. This particular book is the coupon code is 50. It gives you what 50%. If you put anything other than 50, you're not going to get it at 50%. You get it at the full price of 3,500. So when you do that, you can either pay with your card or you can either pay with transfer. Anywhere you are in the world is going to work for you. So the way to write a headline, maybe you want to write how to, maybe you want to write how to. Okay, I think we did an example some time ago. Let me open to the example we did. Now you can see something. Now look at these two. I want you to look at these two headlines. This one is saying, this one is written in what bold letter. The beginner friendly blueprint toward creating your first words digital products. Very, very good. This is written with all capital letter. Now look at this one. I hope you guys can see my screen. Now look at this one. The beginner friendly blueprint towards XYZ. This one was written in what small letter. Now look at this one. The beginner blueprint to creating your first digital product in 7 days. What is the difference between everything? The difference is that everything here is written in capital letter. This one, everything here is written in small letter. But this one, the first letter of each word is capitalized. That makes it what? It makes it what? Shouting. It makes the headline words. It makes the headline announced, but not trying to overshadow anything. You understand? When you would write headline in just capital letter, what you're trying to do is like you're shouting on your words clients, you're shouting on your audience, come and do this thing, come and do this thing. But when you have small letter, that means you're just talking small. But when you have a mixed one, that means you really know what you're doing. So when you're writing your headline in the comment section, kindly use this method. Capitalize the first word of what each letter. So let me see the example. Let me see it in the comment section. Okay, you guys were not listening to my correction. Now, these are 4 ways. Now, you started this one very, very wrong. These are 4 ways. Instead of saying these are 4 ways, just type 4 ways to avoid, sound interference from your charging cable. Very, very good. It is beautiful. This guy is already solving my problem. 4 ways to avoid what sound interference from your charging cable. The third option would make you stunned. This is beautiful, but these are 4 ways. These are 4 ways is not a good way to start a headline. Or you can say, so if you want to use this exact system will help you stop sound interference. So you cannot use 2 headline starters towards 2 headline starters will just sound so ambiguous. Do you understand? So you can say this unique XYZ blah 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 will help you stop your charging blah blah from interfering. Do you understand? So what is your name? Do you understand? Oluwa, do you understand? So Kemi Tina Adeyemo said something. 5 common mistakes to avoid when processing your international passport. Very, very good. But you can see something you did here. Tina, you just wrote the benefits. But what you do not your benefit, this is not like sounding like a copyright now. It is still haphazard, it's still half. It's just it just only contains the benefit. It doesn't contain a doubt, something like a potential doubt that somebody have. You can say something like 5 common mistakes to avoid when processing your international passports. Number 3, or you can just say something, just eliminate a particular doubt. Now you can see something, and again, Tina, you need to wake up. You cannot be doing capital, you cannot be doing small letters, and you're my student again. You cannot be having small letters in mix of your headline. So Tina, wake up so that you can start landing those clients. So you don't start writing, haphazard stuff for them. So you can see somebody silent 3 or whatever you call yourself. Is tired of baking a bitter chocolate cake. Here is tired of baking a bitter chocolate cake. Here are things to do to bake it right. This is beautiful, but tired means why is somebody tired? You know, why is somebody tired? Is somebody okay? Maybe the person is baking chocolate cake and the person is tired of baking it. So chocolate cake, if you don't do it well, it can be bitter. So I understand, but there's still a better way to tweak it. You understand? So Toluwa, okay, Toluwa, I've reviewed one of your own. Let me just skip your own. Let's go to Inkechi. Inkechi, where is Inkechi? Has she deleted her own? Okay, Nkechi, how to pass your UTME exams without brainstorming much. Very beautiful. At least you understand the concept. Bad hair days ends here. Here's how to fix your fast. Here's how to fix yours fast. Beautiful. Well, you guys are doing well. I'm just proud that you guys have the idea. Now, Bolu went to ChatGPT to go and give me a headline. So Bolu said ChatGPT headline said something like tired of living in fear question mark. Here are 5 realistic ways to fix that. ChatGPT headline, typical one. So beautiful. You guys have an idea, and I'm so proud of you. So let me just do the second part of this particular headline and hook so that we can just go. We can call it day. Now, the second part of it, please, I'm still going to review, still drop it in the comment section. So afterwards, writing a headline, your headline is not complete when your hook is not good. Now, after writing a headline, 7 ways to make money online without having a smartphone or data connection. You've already written a headline. So what is the next thing to write? Now let's look at this. This is what we hooks. This is where hook come in. What are hook? Hook are follow-up message after a headline. Now, what is a hook? A hook is a sentence or a short paragraph that follows your headline. The job of the hook is very simple. Keep the reader interested. Keep the reader interested in the copy. Keep the reader interested in the copy. So how are we going to be using hook here? Now, this is why hook matters a lot. They support your headline, they spark curiosity, they highlight the problem or promise, and they act as a bridge from your headline towards your body of a copy. Now, let's assume that your headline is something like this. If you can teach it, you can sell it. And I'll show you how I did it with zero audience and paid ads and no paid ads. Oh, that is the hook. Now, let's see the headline. The headline can be something like, I'm not going to use this hook again. The headline can be something like, how to turn your knowledge into a 6-figure digital product, even if you've never sold online before. That is what's a headline. Now, a hook can be something like, in 2023, I discovered a no-broke system that has turned me into a millionaire in just 7 days, that turned me into a millionaire in just 7 to 8 days of practicing it. And I am going to be showing you that in this particular whatever. And I'm going to be showing you that if you stay till the end or if you read, you can see all those YouTube content that will tell you something like they'll start their sentence with, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make 7-figure a month with just your smartphone. And if you listen to the end of this video, we're going to learn the unique system that I've used to XYZ to make sales to 100 millions of clients in 7 days. How many of you used to see those kind of YouTube videos? Okay, Bolu, you did not get it from ChatGPT, right? No problem. If you didn't get it from ChatGPT, no problem. I understand. Bolu said something. There was a headline that Bolu said. Bolu said a headline was this: tired of living in fears. Here are 5 realistic ways towards fix that. Now, in my years of as a copywriter, I always know, because I review a lot of student copy. So I always know when a headline is written with ChatGPT or AI, and I always know when a headline is written by a normal person with their hand. So I told Bolu that your copy is written with ChatGPT, and Bolu got offended and said, no, with all you taught me, the intelligence you taught me. Why will I go over to ChatGPT? I use my head to write this copy. So for the first time in 3 years, I'm making a mistake. Bolo, I'm sorry. You did not use ChatGPT. Hope you're forgiving me. Hope you're forgiving me right now. I don't know that you're very good in writing copies like that. But guys, do you understand what I'm trying to say? So where did I even stop? I was talking about oh, I was talking about those YouTube videos that many of you watch online. You know, the headline, the YouTube videos will start something like bing, 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 bing. 6 ways. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 ways to turn your digital clock to an analog clock with just 3 steps. If you listen to the end, I'm also going to show you the exact blueprint that has also made me money from this stuff. Only if you watch to the end. You understand? All those things are what hooks. The headline work, if you want to, you understand, guys. So that is it. So that is the reason why what hook is very, very important. Now you may be wondering, what are the frameworks for writing hook? Remember, different frameworks for what writing a hook. There is the word question framework. There is the words numbers framework. There is the words storytelling framework. You understand? So let's use the numbers framework here. So okay, let's use this numbers framework. So the headline can be something like 7 mistakes news course creators make. Here's how you can avoid all of them, blah blah blah. So the hook can be something like avoiding number 4 alone could save you months of wasted efforts and thousands in lost sales. You can see this is a hook. So avoiding this hook is just like telling you to what avoid number 4. This is avoidance kind of hook. Now, there's a strategy. There are frameworks for what writing what hooks. But right now, this video is just this live session is just an attempt to just show you what a hook look like. There are different strategies. There's the what question hook. Like if you want to turn this to a question hook, you can say something like 7 mistakes new course creators make. Here's how you can avoid it. Your question hook can be something like your question hook can be something like, do you want to make money from your course without having to make these 7 mistakes that new course creators make? Question mark. That is what a hook. Now, if you want to also turn this to a question hook, to a story hook, you can say something like 7 mistakes new course creators make, and here's how you can avoid it. That is what the headline. Your hook can be something like, in December 2029, I discovered one of the reasons why new course creators fail. 19% of XYZ, blah, 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 blah. You understand? So this is just like telling a story. You know, you're just trying to like tell a story because story connects with people emotionally. There's another kind of hook. There's something called the statistics hook. You know, 7 reasons why people that eat a particular kind of food are likely to have a particular kind of disease. That is what your headline. Your hook can be something like 18%. You know, it has been statistically proven that 18% of doctors, blah, 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 blah. This is just like putting out statistics there. You understand? So there are many kinds of hook. There's a statistics hook, question hook, there's the word story hook, you know, and all. So if you get into the Dominate with Copywriting program, I'm going to be teaching you guys more of that. So you can also see this one, lazy way to make money with what ebooks. You know, this exact method help a stay-at-home mom earn 200K in her first month, even without a laptop. So what am I trying to tell you guys right now? Hook is just going to help you to keep your readers watching your content. It's going to help you keep your readers lead to your stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, if you understand everything I've been saying so far, just type I understand, I understand, I understand. So I understand. So right now, I am not going to be spending so much time again. There's a lot of things I will still be teaching, but not today. If you understand, just type I understand. So I've done well to just give you a very subtle class so that many of you, If you don't understand anything from today's class, just understand two things: a headline, and in your headline, you should always what have a what benefit, have a benefit and eliminate what doubts. You understand? So if you have any question to ask, kindly ask me. So I saw a question by Toluwa, 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 Tolu. I saw a question by Toluwa Lope, right? He asked me a question. Sir, what headline would you use for an air fresher brand? You can use any headline. You can use any headline. So if you have any question, now you can see your headline. An image T Gold. T Gold, you can see your headline. Your headline is written in capital letter. It is written in so much capital letter that don't write your headline in capital letter. Do you understand? Don't write your headline in capital letter. Always capitalize the first word. So you can see goodness headline. Very, very nice. 5 proven ways to graduate with first class, even if you started with 1.0 CGPA. Somebody is shading me. Yeah. Well done, guys. Put your hands together for yourself. You guys are amazing. I'm so, so delighted to have everyone on ground once again. So it's been an awesome day too. And let me tell you something. The goal of how can I access the paid class? The link from yesterday just directed me to form. All right. If you want to access the paid class is let me share the paid class for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm currently running a discount for my paid class. So, if you're interested, you can take up the opportunity. My paid class is my mentorship system. The mentorship system is just designed to hold you by the hand towards, so that you don't spend time shadow boxing. When I was learning copywriting, I was doing it alone, and that was why it took me so much time to become a master at it. But when I started getting mentors in different things started becoming very, very easy for me. So I always recommend that anytime you want to learn something and you feel you can make money from that thing, it is better towards go with a mentor rather than learning it on yourself. Now, if you go to YouTube, type copywriting crash course, you're going to see a lot of Americans speaking English too much. But they are teaching you the American way. Like there was something one lady said, her name is Grace Offrey. How many of you know that lady? Grace Offrey, she's a real estate consultant. She said that if you are poor, you have no business reading a $10 book, Femi $10 book to become rich, because he doesn't know what it means to be poor. He doesn't know what it means to be very broke. He's writing from his own perception. Do you understand? So if you want to be really, really, rich from a state you are, go and find somebody that was in your state before and actually found a redemption. Now, let me tell you something. One of the things that made me a lot of money in my life, this is the secret. One of the things that made me a lot of money is a secret that Apostle Selman talked about casually. And I listened to that secret in 2018. And let me tell you something. Sometimes success can take a long time to build up in you. But guess what? In 2018, I picked up that thing and my life has changed since then. Apostle Chairman told me something like, he told me that your value is worthy of commendation. When you have value, when you're teaching life like this, people are clapping for you. You're the greatest. God, you're the mighty man, you're the Agune Chamber, you are the Igwe Boss Uzi. People always hype you when you're good. Just like we have a lot of copywriters here. In my mentorship, we have a lot of copywriters. In my affiliate marketing business at that time, there were a lot of affiliate marketers that know the words, that know how to define affiliate marketing. A lot of you right now, you know how to define copywriting. You know how to teach somebody how much is in your pocket. How much is in your pocket? So value doesn't qualify you for what reward. What qualifies you for reward is products. So having skill alone is valuable. You're being valuable. You're being resourceful. If you really want to make money from that skill, you need to productize it. In the world of copywriting, there are four ways to productize your value: either as a freelancer, either as an information marketer, either as a what, either as a affiliate marketing person, or you're using your copywriting for your e-commerce business. One of my friends, he runs an e-commerce business. He sells basic things online. He sells smartwatch online. He uses his copywriting towards craft compelling message on smartwatch. And anytime somebody fills that form, he calls them, "Hello, I saw you ordered a smartphone. Are you interested?" That is copywriting, communication with your clients. All right, what is this smartphone all about? Okay, are you ready to pay right now? Blam. That is what e-commerce. Now, affiliate marketing is just all about what selling other people's products and getting a commission from it. Do you think you don't need copywriting in real estate? You use copywriting. When you know this copywriting, you now take it to the real estate sector. When you now want to sell your products, when you now want to sell your houses or your land, you tell you're not selling like all those Ajegule realtors. These are the 7 reasons why I feel this house is going to be great to add to your real estate portfolio. Number 1, Mr. James, who bought a plot last year, was able to have a XYZ ROI. And chances are, if you buy now, you're going to also be like Mr. James, or you even be higher. All those things I taught you, you're going to be speaking with clients with copywriting. Do you understand? You're going to be calling phone. "Hello, am I speaking with Mr. James?" Okay, you're going to be speaking with copywriting. You already have the intelligence of sales. That is for e-commerce. That is for affiliate marketing, because you're selling other people's products. You don't own it. What about information marketing? A lot of us are intelligent in different areas. A lot of us are intelligent in different areas. You know how to cook. You know how to teach. You know how to productize your knowledge. You know how to you're very good in breathing hair. You're very good in nail tech. You can create a product out of it and use copywriting to sell. You understand? Now, the last one is freelancing, which is one of the most easiest one. You don't know anybody. As a person, you just have skills. You just want to practice your skills. By a lot of Americans are coming to Nigeria. They are coming to Africa to employ people because they cannot pay those Americans $2,000. They are looking for where they can employ Nigerians for just half the price, 1,000, sometimes 500. $500 can be able to even pay some people's rents. Do you understand? So imagine if you're very good, they will employ you, and the money they're paying you is nothing to them. You understand? Your job is just to do the work for them and you get paid. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to wise up. Learn a skill. Nobody is calling it. People that are telling you to learn skill, they're not looking for your money. It's for your own good. If you don't plant a seed in your life, if you don't plant a seed of knowledge, if you don't sow a seed, you don't take out from your money and invest in a knowledge that can change your life, then nothing would almost work for you. Just like me, I used to go on YouTube learning things, but it never came to fruition. So I'm not using today to sell my program, but I'm just trying to tell you that when you find a mentor, when you find somebody that is really interested in helping you, it's almost time for you to pay attention and just take the opportunity. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for today's class. Somebody said 2 questions. Please, sir, we are going to be taught how to monetize these skills. Yes, you're going to be taught how to monetize these skills. So Goodness said, that 5K class, I have a question. You have a question. Okay, what is your question? You're going to be taught how to monetize the skill. Like, you don't, like how Boss Easy teach you something and you don't know how to monetize it. Sir, between affiliate marketing and copywriting, which one pays more? That kind of question, they work hand in hand. No, nothing pays more. See, nothing pays more than anything in this world. They just everything work hand in hand. Understand? You cannot drive a car without fuel. A car will just be a car. A fuel will be fuel. But when they come together, copywriting is an engine that helps you make sales in affiliate marketing. It can also be independently distributed, when you use it to get clients. So with that being said, guys, if you got value from today's class, I already took 4 minutes of your time about So if you got value from today's class, just type in the comment section, just type value, or you can just drop an emoji of your choice. Let me know that you got value. Thank you so much, Tina Ademo. God bless you and every other person that got value from today's class. Thank you so much for joining me in day 2. I'm so delighted to have everyone on ground. Tomorrow we are going to be getting into AI copywriting. Tomorrow we are going to be going into AI copywriting. I'm going to be teaching you how to use AI to write copy 10x faster. So if you're interested, make sure you're here tomorrow. If you're also interested in joining the class, the Dominate with Copywriting class, the link is in the group description, the YouTube group description. Thank you so much, everybody. Tina, thank you, Inkechi, thank you, Silence, thank you, Godwin, thank you, Goodness, and thank you, Khan. Good night, everyone. God bless you, and make sure you make every day the best of your life. Make sure you make today the best day of your life. See you tomorrow.